Good morning, Never Never Land. We're going to go over the tarot read, or the tarot and oracle card pool that I just did for February 20th of 2026. And I pulled the Ghost Dance for myself as the energy that I want to embody. And Ghost Dance says, the Ghost Dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honor the spirits of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honoring your own past lives. The ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar, light a candle to them, and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories, including your own. Step into the abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you and write a new story for your life. And the medicine says, if you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, mourning a lost youth or opportunities missed, it is time to make an altar for the ancestors. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer sage, and open the windows of your home to release them to their destiny and to the wind. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime, as the people we loved or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There is no learning for you there anymore. Now, the best way that I can go about doing that, I pulled the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords represents a time of deep rest, transmutation of shadow. I wonder why. Healing from burnout, taking a brief holiday from your reality, renewal, and self-love. This deep resting period in your life marks a moment of intentional healing and self-care. More than just integral to your wellness, it is integral to your being at this time, body, mind, and spirit. How you heal is your choice, and you can find quiet regeneration through sleep or other restorative practices like meditation, journaling, energy healing, etc. Consciously decide to slow down and process before sprinting ahead. The hustle can be tumultuous and demanding, and the only person who can really direct your own radical recovery is you. Tend to your wounds as you may be on the verge of burning. Your nest will grow around you as you sleep, and the landscape of your life will shift beautifully as you fall into your own rejuvenating energy. In the dream state, you will transmute and transform your experiences and emerge renewed, whole, and ready to rise. But first you must rest. Sweet dreams, sweet chickadee. And the affirmation on that is, I give myself permission to slow down and heal. So effectively, the Ghost Dance is saying that I need to honor my ancestors with forgiveness and with wisdom. And the Four of Swords says the best way I can go about doing that is remembering to breathe and rest. Acknowledge my dreams that I have, and because that's going to tell me what's haunting me. But remembering to breathe in those moments and remembering to rest are the biggest things that I got from that. For Mother Earth, I pulled the rattle. And the rattle says, the rattle is the spirit caller, carrying the shaman's power to the four directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for one's personal needs. When we offer our prayers to the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit, but be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your old tools aside and take up the drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is a time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. The medicine. You want to catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. When you are trying to craft your own desires and expectations, it is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose, not our own. And the best way that Mother Earth would benefit going about obtaining that particular energy, I drew the Page of Pentacles. And that represents manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambitions, skills and trainings, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, and making plans a reality. And it says, she holds her mandala with a curious heart and roots into the bedrock to begin understanding the manifesting essence that we all hold. Remember when you thought you could be an astronaut? Go ahead and ground that energy before it dissipates. We activate practical magic with our hopes, and we pull energy up from the earth to bring it to form. Progress happens one life stage at a time. You must anchor into the details while simultaneously keeping your head in the clouds to dream. There may be pieces that still need to fall into alignment, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to arrive. You are in the perfect place to figure out how to make your prosperity a reality. Seek confidence and dependability, and remember that you hold this power no matter where you stand today. New perspective and upgrades of consciousness are on the way, so use your plans for the future and expedite its arrival. And the affirmation on that is, I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. So in short, what the rattle is saying is that Mother Earth needs us to use new tools to work with spirit. And to do so mindfully, of course. And the Page of Pentacles says the best way we can do that is with balancing both our dreams and practicality. So, whatever your greatest dreams are, do so with practicality in mind. Understanding of what we're capable of and what we're not. Now, for the collective, I drew the council as the energy that we need to embody. And I say we because I'm part of the collective. So that includes me, one day at a time, one step at a time. The essence. The council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit, much like the Egyptians' beliefs with Anubis and Ma'at. A life review is when we place our good or bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in the state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your own inner wisdom. The invitation. The council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. The medicine. You are never alone. Turn to the council to find guidance you seek, and listen to the voice that arises spontaneously. Turn a deaf ear to that nagging voice from your ego that tells you you are not up for the task before you. Create a spiritual feast for the council. Invite them to your altar every time you meditate or pray. Now, the tarot said the best way we could go about obtaining that energy or aligning with that energy is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands represents determination, resilience, defiance, a last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. And it says, don't give up now. You're almost there. As you round the corner toward success, something may surface that threatens your feelings of security and achievement. It's important to remember how far you've come. Don't see this minor deceleration as a symbol of failure. Step into your resilient one final push to complete this task. And tomorrow, stunning light, you can rest. In shadow, this card suggests you are making things harder than necessary or being overly defensive. You may even inadvertently be choosing the more difficult path because you believe, on some level, that healing and ascension should be difficult. Sometimes we become so enamored with our stories of rising up that our own shadows become romantic notions that we seek to defend. Let go of any ideas that you have about navigating specific lessons on the path. Your time to relax into security and success is on the horizon. And the affirmation on that is, I push beyond my own perceived limitations, and I remain open and trusting as I do. So in short on that, the council says that the collective should take leaps of love and wisdom and to seek guidance from those council members, from our higher selves, from God, from those that will, quote-unquote, judge us at the end of our lives when we go into what I refer to as the Hall of Ma'at, to assess our deeds as humans. And the Nine of Wands says the best way we can do that is with resilience and determination. And that brings me to our affirmation card, which states, this big-ass light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. On the back it says, the quest of life is about finding your gifts, but the real purpose of life is to share them. Your purpose is a flame that burns within you, a star powerful enough to create worlds. You can either let it shine and light up the galaxy, or you can suppress it until it burns a hole through you. Your intuition is your inner flame singing to you. It does not rely on external factors. It is your intuition. It's the spark of your imagination. Be playful. Be willing to not know. Be willing to not be logical. Trust in the knowing without needing to know how you know. Allow yourself to make it all up and create the world. Stop trying so fucking hard to figure it out and start feeling it in. You are already wise, whole, and complete. May your life be full of light, and may you not be too busy to see it. So what that says to me is let your inner child out. The 4-year-old, the 2 to 4-year-old in your brain that's not afraid to randomly say the things that pop into your head, the truths that you just know and you don't know how you know, but you know it's the truth. Like a 4-year-old, like the ones that are like, where you just look at them funny, but they know they're not from here, and they say it out loud. I'm an alien. I'm not human. I'm not from here. For instance, there was this one kid when I was growing up. He was 6 years old at the time, and he was standing outside one day, staring at the sky, and his mom came out, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm waiting on my real parents to come and get me." And we laughed it off, but a part of me knew even then he wasn't wrong. Like, there was something he understood that we didn't have words for at the time. But he's definitely one of those crystal children. But listen to that part of yourself, and then, you know, be mindful and practical as that other card that I pulled for Mother Earth with the Page of Pentacles. Dream like the children do. Let your light shine. Blessed be. I'll see y'all in the next reading.